Welcome everybody back to another episode of
I felt it coming.
Anyway, welcome everybody back to another episode of Couch Chronicles, Volume 24. Let's get to it. Rob, now this may seem like a simple question, but you all three seem like sociable people. You go in a room and light it up, right? Especially Rome. But my question is, how do you do that? Making friends is hard to me. LOL.
That's so.
That's it's tough.
We don't know you, so we can't necessarily tell you straight up. But I would just say you gotta get comfortable with yourself just to be yourself.
That's good. That's
be yourself
honestly
first, and just if you want to laugh, if you like laughing and just cracking jokes with people, that will come off, and you'll start attracting those people.
And we've
Just
said
be
on this
yourself.
podcast before, go with like things you like. If you at a event and you into fashion and you see somebody wearing something nice, maybe you can spark up a conversation about fashion with somebody, or like go with your interests. Those might be easy entry points for conversation, possibly.
Or go to the icebreakers at the event. They got games. Go over by the game, start playing, and someone will play, and you be able to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we gotta, it's a different world now.
It is a different world.
So whenever you're on Zoom or some type of chat room, open yourself. Hey, I like to talk about this.
Hey guys, I know we don't know each other, but pilots.
That's right. Anybody like video games?
Quarantine graduate. Hey, Trap House fam. Hope your week been stress-free. I recently finished 50 Cent's book, and since Cam alluded to reading it, I wanted to ask him what was the biggest takeaway from the book that he'll try to apply.
Man, it was so much in there. I got so much highlighted. I liked his episode. I mean, his chapter on fearlessness, where he was saying anything that makes you uneasy, go after that. Like, go at it, attack it. And then eventually you'll raise your strength level to dealing with fear. Because he said even he dealt with fear. Even though everyone think he a tough guy, but whatever he's scared of, he goes after it until that fear is eradicated. And usually something good comes from it.
And the second part of that question, and for Roman Emmanuel, after college, how did y'all approach wanting to start your career path versus needing seed money for financial needs? Appreciate the insight. We
needed
jobs.
seed money. We couldn't get it.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, we was already doing Dormtainment in college, so it was. I mean, we just continued. Continued.
But there's ways these days without going like to VCN. You can go to Patreon. You got what's the other crowdfunding sites?
I forgot the name.
Yeah, we didn't have the capital. We just made it work what we had.
I mean, we still, we were blessed too, because all of our families gave us, in some way, shape, or form help us.
Yeah.
My dad gave us like our first camera. Like if you go back to our first videos, like you see an old Sony Handycam. So that's like a donate. That's something that's gonna, you're not expecting the best right away. You're just expecting like, I want to get started. I want to practice. I want to get better at what I want to do.
JB, what's up, guys? I'm just now getting back on Patreon because my car was acting funny on here, but we Gucci now. Hope y'all doing good, though.
Thank you.
Last time I commented, I was asked for advice on whether to reach out to my last little entanglement. Laughing my ass off. Well, we finally had a conversation. It went well. We were both mature adults about it, and it was respectable. I'm doing better. I've been working out and reading to keep myself from dwelling on it, but I still find my mind drifting to get what we had and etc. But my question is, what are more ways to help move on? I can't just go get another girl because I don't want to start a bad cycle. Hope you guys can help a brother out. Stay blessed, stay black. Another way is to move on. I mean, maybe dive into, like we said, dive into something a career path, a hobby. Go into stocks. Get your money up. Learn that. Maybe
Definitely go into stocks right now.
Take a course. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's gonna just better yourself. Yeah, pretty much.
Just get better. It's gonna feel good. Whether it's working out and getting
set
goals and just accomplish those goals, you'll feel much better.
Yeah. Tyler,
shine, nigga,
shine, my brother. Tyler, Afro Lady Thomas. Hey, DT family, hope all is well with you fellas.
What's up, Afro Lady?
Well, apartment hunting sucks, but I'm still trying and hopeful. I mean, it is a lot. I will give you that.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's worth it once you get in there.
It's a lot. And on the diet and exercise front, I'm still really struggling. Staying at home is getting worse because I'm starting to see the effects of my parents aging and their habits. My family relies on me, despite being the baby of the family, to hold down the fort. run errands, and take care of certain things. Mom's a hard worker, always held 2 jobs to take care of everything, and my dad is a retired manager. Unfortunately, now he just sits in the house and drinks/watch TV. He has been retired for about 3 years now. Ever since then, living at home can be damn near impossible. So I'm trying to get out of the situation as fast as possible. Over the years, I've struggled with my own job situation. I just don't have the funds to get into the immediate spots I've been looking at. It seems like I went to college for absolutely nothing. Sometimes when looking at things, I can be very resentful about it all because my parents tend to look at me as if I don't have a life that I'm also trying to live. I'm 29 and struggling to become independent. Any tips, encouragement, and love is always appreciated. Much love. I will say this. I seen a post earlier this week, and it basically was saying we have to normalize, because we are taught that we have, like, your 20s. If you don't have stuff right in your 20s, the whole rest of your life is downhill. So we got to normalize switching careers in your 30s. If you turn 40, you want to do something else. That's the stuff we got to normalize. Like, you can't, you 29 and struggling to become independent. It's 45-year-olds that's struggling to become independent. So, so you honestly in a good spot, and you're not even 30 yet. You're still young. Like, I'm being quite frank with you. I'm just now trying to get my credit back to where it was, or back to a decent place. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to realize each path has its own, its own course.
To
like,
piggyback off that, a lot of other cultures, they don't leave home until mid-30s.
Yeah.
Like, they stay home and they all put in, and it just makes it easier to move out at that point.
Yeah.
Shit, like, most people, like, if you do live at home and you don't have to pay your parents anything, take advantage of that and stack up.
Yeah.
Like, stay as long as possible.
Yeah, and like, it's the part behind it, it's going to be a little rough, but even if you have to go to something that's, okay, maybe not your first choice, it might be your second, third choice, that's fine, because you can still have money to save up and then, move once you get into a better spot. So
think about getting a roommate if it's too expensive. That'll cut costs. Yeah. Or think about renting a room instead of the whole place, that could cut costs. It's all kind of ways.
Yeah.
Has she ever said what she does? Or what she wants to do?
Tyler, did you ever tell us? I don't know if...
Remind us, Tyler.
Yeah, remind us if you did.
Like,
your career path.
What do you want to do outside of being at your parents' house?
Yeah.
When you're not there, what's the plan?
Anelia Marie. Greetings, DT fam. After listening to the podcast about the whole famous people losing a parent is so relatable to me, but I do have the privacy to grieve in private, as I lost both of my parents before the age of 30. I know that I have a great support system around, including my older brother, who turned into my best friend in order to keep our bond for life. Is there one item that you would want to keep from your parents when they pass on? For myself to remember my mom, I have a dashiki she made for my father, and I have my father's wedding ring along with other things, but those are things that remind me the most of them. Do I have an item or something?
Definitely all the pictures.
I mean, pictures,
I'll
yeah,
keep
for
all
sure.
The pictures, and that's not a bad idea, keeping their wedding rings.
Yeah,
I know
that's
how
cool.
much they, into that. So possibly something like that. But other than that, not real sentimental on, like, I need to keep a clothing type item.
Yeah.
I may keep, like, she got quilts that, like, her grandmother made that they, like, passed down. I may keep that, stuff like that. Other than that, that's all I can think of.
And
I feel weird keeping sentimental values sometimes.
Like, just certain, like, items and stuff like that.
I'm not big on, like, keeping things.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not big on things.
Yeah.
If it's not useful, like, in the moment, I just feel like I don't want to. Things get lost. Things get, whatever happens to things.
Yeah.
I don't want to put it, like, I want to. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but just personally, I just want to. I love my parents while they're here.
Mm-hmm.
And when they're gone, I just accept it. And whatever was left, like, they left behind or something, if someone would cherish that, maybe one of my brothers or, my sister might cherish that more. But
I believe you, because when I look at your hair, you living that.
So if Claude leave, like, some draw.
So you're saying because of my hair, I've grown to understand
Sentimental
loss?
things,
Yeah.
yes. You don't hold on to things.
If Claude leave a little,
let it go.
Leave some draws with a little shit streak in them. That's for his final draw. What you gonna do with the draws?
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, he his last pair. He got a little skid
skid
in
mark?
there. He like, son, I just need you. He's one of my favorite pairs of draws. Please don't toss these.
Like, yo, I don't want nothing with your Claude stain.
This
on
Claude stain.
his name spelled out in his drawing.
Oh man.
In doo-doo,
In
baby.
doo-doo.
But fecal matters.
Dog,
matters.
that's good. Kurt McGirt. What up, fellas? Listen, man, I finally started actually reading some of these questions. I love everybody. We a wild collection of people, I tell you. Shout out to all my fellow DMV peeps. I'm Maryland myself, but we should all link up, LOL. Anyways, man, I definitely understand what y'all talking about with the Arizona heat. That shit is disrespectful. It's disrespectful the first time you experience it. So my question today, what's the worst thing a woman has ever said to you? Or the nicest? Stay safe, stay blessed, fuck stress. P.S. I got my dillies on a Peppy Tan. I'm going to sign that pity on the running count. Oh, if you know the movie, you know.
The worst was when we first started Dormtainment and girl said, y'all, that ain't going to go nowhere. That's the worst thing a girl ever told me.
That's up there for me. I think the other worst thing, I was dating this one girl, and I used to always see her hanging around a lot of white people. She was Caribbean. She hung around a lot of white people. One day she was like, my mother told me black men damage us, so we shouldn't date them. And I was like, that's not.
There's another black girl?
This is a black woman that said this to me, and I was like, ooh. Well, it just felt weird, and I was like, we not going to date.
Different.
Yeah, we not going to date. Because you told me, you just threw the box of red flags. I mean, you just picked it up.
that was the alarm.
Run, nigga.
But I think one of the worst things for sure is an ex of mine. It was her birthday. I think I told her something. It was her birthday. And, after we went out to eat, all the birthday stuff, I come back home. We end up, making sweet love. What I thought was sweet love. Mm-hmm. But when I looked at the time, I guess it said otherwise. And she, as soon as I bust, she looked at me and said, well, happy birthday to you. I said,
God damn.
Shit.
God damn.
Shit.
I said shit. I was like, oh, give me 5 minutes.
Yeah,
come back and tear this thing.
Give me a little
You gotta
time.
try to destroy that on your second round.
What?
You like, and I be talking, you said happy birthday. You mad.
That stings different. That thing's different.
Well, happy birthday to you.
What's a good thing, though? A good thing. He said a good and bad.
Oh, good. I mean,
something good a girl said to you. Like,
I think I said
you need to do better.
I love you.
There's a lot of good things. Yeah,
There's a lot of good things I've been told.
A lot of people will find that as a terrible thing.
It could be, but I'm saying if it's the right person, you said the best.
Like, I like your energy. You exude confidence, like stuff like that.
What's something cool
I'm trying to think of something.
woman has said to you?
Well, I always say
something like,
I know the sexiest thing, but I don't know
what's
the sexiest thing. Well, I already know is when it was a young lady that used to cook for us.
Okay.
That's a lot.
No,
I know who he's talking.
The main at the apartment. And we was on in the hills, and we was at just chilling with the sunroof up. And
this
was
is at nighttime.
At nighttime, we was chilling, talking some little sexual shit. And I was like, "Girl, you ain't ready," and she was like, "But my mouth is." I said,
"For the win!"
I said, "Whoa there, whoa there."
That's why she's married now.
No, that's why she's married now. Absolutely, I agree.
When a girl gets nasty, it's pretty sexy.
Absolutely,
right?
Yeah.
Like when you could turn on that switch, like, whoa, where did that come
Especially
from?
when it flows into what you said, and I'm like, oh, okay.
But if a guy does it, right?
Is it a little creepy?
It's creepy,
a little
right?
bit.
It depends. You gotta read the vibe.
Yeah, you gotta read the vibe.
There, it's not. If it ain't there, then it's
could
creepy.
Be considered creepy.
Could
it
be.
depends on how it comes off. But it's a lot higher chance than it is for a woman to come off.
Yeah.
If a woman does it to a guy, it just comes off as like, oh shit, she wants to do some things. But for a guy,
it's a little.
How do you feel about it? You had guys do that to you a couple times.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't really bother me that much. It didn't really bother me that much.
Take you up to a late night drive up that hill.
I was like, oh, you little creep.
He said, I'm not, but my mustache is.
But my mustache is. Man, if you don't shave that shit up.
Feel like a sweeper on your fucking dick.
Real 912 films. Couple of which is better. All right, so first one, Wayans Brothers or Kingdom Care? Ooh,
Wayne's Brothers.
But Kenan Cole was
Brothers.
good. It was good,
No,
but
Kenan
Wayne's
Cole was-
brother. But Wayne's
Kenan Cole
brother.
was like
King K was good, but I watched way more Wayans Brothers. Honestly, that shit
Wayne's
was a good
Brothers is just
show.
a high quality.
Yeah.
like,
The intro
better written.
alone, both of the intros they had were great.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Oh, Kenan Kel got it on the intro. Kenan Kel got it on. Like, that Coolio intro.
Coolio. Avatar the
Brothers.
Phenomenal too, but
Avatar the Last Airbender or Teen Titans original. I watch more Avatar.
Avatar. I
so
watch
gotta-
more Avatar.
so
So
I
Oh,
gotta-
Teen Titans, the original.
The original is better.
I wasn't a big Avatar guy until that 1 year Homegirl showed up. We got a lot of Homegirl.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's, kind of put us onto the movie, and then I got back into it. But Teen Titans, fire, niggas.
Fire.
Like, that was one of them. I was mad when they canceled it. But Teen Titans Go is cool. It's
sound
funny.
like an Optimus football team.
Teen Titans.
Yeah.
And finally for Cam, Hawkeye or Black Widow. Laughing my ass off.
Neither.
That's funny.
None of the above.
Can't say if I was a
Trash.
hostage, just kill me.
Just kill. Just kill.
I don't want
Trash.
these.
Glenda Nelson. Hey fam, just wanted to ask y'all if you tried to make the lobster roll recipe from Chef Risha I sent on IG. I seen the lobster roll recipe. She said I'm the at love Glen Cole girl. In case you didn't know, we know. I'm also.
Y'all gotta show me.
Oh yeah, show you. Yeah, that picture is crazy.
yeah.
I'm also on a journey to become pescatarian/vegetarian because meat is just not tasting the same anymore. If you have any other recipes, I would love recommendations because I'm starting to cook more at home, which helps my budget. Also, update, I did apply to the graduate program for counseling, and I'm leaving it up to God to have his will be done. Continue to pray for me as I do the same for you and the rest of the DT fam. Appreciate you, Glenda. Honestly, Pinterest is a really good go-to for like those type of recipes, especially like the vegan, vegetarian. It's so many options on there that you can try.
Man, I just found some new vegan crab cakes. Them shit's bomb.
Yeah,
man.
he let me try. Yeah,
Them
it
shit's
was
bomb.
good.
But it's funny you say lobster roll because that's the first place. I'm vegan for this month, so that's the first place I'm going in August.
Yeah.
To get me a lobster roll.
Yeah. It's
that's
one
just a
place
sign.
they wish they kept the fucking lobster roll, but
I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him.
bastards.
I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him.
Pocket
Hold
foot.
on.
Go ahead.
Meat don't taste the same no more is what lesbians say. Go ahead.
Okay.
You see what I was
Okay. Yeah. Okay. No.
I mean, if they were always lesbian, then
Yeah.
it won't. That don't make
Yeah, that-
sense.
yeah.
But they, were bi or
Transitioning.
transition, then it makes sense.
Coming out the closet.
It was a good joke.
It was a good
though.
joke. It was a good joke.
Shit.
Pocket full of posy.
Isn't
Hey.
that funny? You say a joke and nobody laughed, but still saying it's a good.
No, that's but that's what comedians do. They're like, no, that was good. No, that was
Solid.
good.
That's
Solid.
Pocket full of posy. Hey, friends. My bad, real quick. It was one comedian. He was saying one comedian was saying he was like, it was somebody who was talking about. He said he goes to a stand up and he was like, if I'm laughing, it's probably not that funny. He was like, but if I'm not laughing, that means I'm thinking. And I'm
You're
like, that's
engaged.
really good. That's good. Even if that's funny. So it's interesting.
That's
For comedian,
50-50.
for certain comedian, they really, I guess, particular people.
They-
For me, I'm
no,
laughing. If it's funny, it's funny. I'm laughing.
I get it because I love the thinking man comedian,
Yeah.
and I love to like Dave Chappelle. I ingest everything he's saying, but there are some people that just give me a belly laugh from my gut that I just can't stop laughing.
You welcome.
I'm sorry, Cam, but nah, man.
You welcome.
It's one of the last.
You
people.
smiling now? You can't.
I'm
you can't
smiling
lie.
because it's such a ridiculous. So you're right. Yeah, I am laughing. It's a ridiculous statement.
Hey, friends, this Pocket full of posy. You all talked in the podcast about going to AZ. I took a solo trip last year for the Millennium Tour. Dog, that sounds funny.
For the Millennium
And fell in
Tour.
love with the city. My black ass went hiking up. My black ass went hiking up Camelback Mountain and got sunburned for the first time. I had plans to go back this year to try and hit that AZ Utah border because the scenery looks unmatched. My question is, since y'all
Go to
were
Utah.
talking about how you could live in AZ, what other state/city would you want to settle down and raise your families in? Stay up, bliss, and blessings.
You know, there's a mass exodus of people in LA leaving.
Good.
Like it's just even like the Joe Rogans and Joey Diaz, they're moving. They're all moving to like different places. I'm not sure Montana. Or
That's what whatchamacallit said on
people moving.
I was watching that Zac Efron show. And he was saying he doesn't think living in LA is conducive to a happy lifestyle. He said he got to get out of LA.
Well, what a lot of
These
people
are
are saying is the playing field is being leveled now, especially if Hollywood here is coming to kind of like this point where everything is digital.
Yeah.
You know, the pandemic is kind of wiping through a lot of studios.
Yeah.
You can film from anywhere now.
Yeah.
You can have meetings from anywhere. Now the playing field is level to where you can live anywhere. Now it doesn't matter. It's just live what's cheapest for you to live. Like get the most out of. You know what I'm saying? Go to different places because now we can communicate with each other so easily. And especially if you're an entertainer, you can make money from YouTube, all these other things. You could go to Hollywood if need be when you need to. You know what I'm saying? But
I think it's
for me,
those.
it'd be Arizona, as of right
Yeah,
now.
I could go to Arizona. I could go back to Atlanta. Like, there's certain places I could go.
I just don't want to go back.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I
Like
yeah.
I could definitely do Atlanta, but I'd rather go somewhere new before I go back.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
if we went back to Atlanta, it'd have to be a real plan.
Yeah, it would be. But the thing is, like a lot of those people who saying
New
they
York is on my
like Rogan and all them, Zac Efron, these are people who've been in Hollywood for a long time. Like they've been in it for a long time. We've been here, of course, 7 years, but we also not in the midst of like Hollywood.
Right.
We kind of have we have a neighborhood community, like so it's not as bad for us. I feel like those people who are like in it, they feel like they in like a cycle of,
I think a lot of them are just too. Yeah, you're right. Like they've been in for so long.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they feel like. These are guys that feel like their rights are being taken away because LA keeps shutting down and comedians are not being allowed to, do stand up at these
Did they say
clubs.
where are they going?
Huh? A lot of people are talking about. I've heard Texas. I've heard was it Montana or where they smoke weed at? Denver,
Colorado.
Colorado. Yeah, I've heard Colorado and Arizona is probably a lot of people just saying it's hot.
Yeah, it's hot. It's hot.
But there's a lot of places you can live and be prosperous. You know what I'm saying? Like we spending, like you look at anywhere else, the gas prices are down. Like I think in New Jersey's like $1 and something, 80 something cents.
I wouldn't want to live in New Jersey.
Oh no.
Every time I go to New Jersey, I just don't like it. I've been there 4 times. I just don't like it.
I mean, the couple times I've been there wasn't bad. I mean, but I've been like in suburban area, but. It's not that far from New York. Why do you have to, like, I mean, if you live where you want to.
Yeah, I mean.
You know what I'm saying? And just get your best bang for your buck.
Rayburn Neal. Sup, y'all. Mad respect to Rome for reaching out and helping a brother stay motivated. Hope all is well.
Honest.
You welcome. You welcome. That Arizona heat always remind me of the preheat of an oven after being open, and you get that rush of heat smacking you in the face. Yeah, that's
exactly how I feel when you open that door.
Would easily move there if I could. Anyways, my question is, for all of you, if you had to choose, would you attend a bust a nut, eat a butt party, or go to a Chris Brown party and actually stay this time round? Yeah, I'm going to Chris Brown
That's
party.
easy. Chris Brown
Thanks,
party.
and hang in there. Love the content.
Because the bust a nut, I got to eat butt. I don't know who's going to be in there.
I'm not. Yeah, no. Love the content and genuine hope and respect you put out into the world. Yeah, we going to Chris Brown party. After we just watched the new video too, like I'm going to Chris Brown party. I'm not going to the bus and nothing eat a butt.
Like, how do they even arrange that? Like, excuse me, have you ate ass yet? Like, do the girls just come up to you and request it?
No,
like a
they
bartender?
walk up to you, turn around, bend over, and spread their cheeks. Sir?
No, what if I already ate ass?
No.
You can't say I already ate ass.
No, we didn't see it.
So they have to see it. So
I don't
that's
know.
what I'm saying.
That
What they
sounds
gonna
so
do?
funny. Oh, I already ate ass.
They probably going, you have to hand your ID and you don't get it back
Like,
until you eat some ass.
So when you get your ID back, it's like, okay, here I already ate ass.
I already ate ass now. And they give you a little stamp on the
Give a
ID.
stamp, 8 ass stamp.
Ass stamp.
You get an
I
8
ate
ass stamp. That sounds disgusting.
Can you imagine when your girl asks you, where were you last night?
You know the
I saw
other
this
one.
on your ID.
You know the other ones where they give you like a punch hole, and if you get enough, you get like a free sandwich. You got to get 10 punch holes before you can leave.
God.
You got to eat 10 asses.
So you got to eat 10 asses before.
That is terrible.
But it's usually the punch holes lead up to something good, like free. I just get to leave. What is
You
this?
get to leave.
Yeah, because you
slavery?
got in here.
That's torture.
You
That's
thought
torture.
you was just going to come in here and not do this. Nah.
I should be able to get some head at least.
Some.
Yeah, you can get that.
All right.
Okay, I mean,
all right.
but
I'm
you
still
gotta
eating-
eat 10
I'm not
asses.
eating 10
I got to
asses.
eat 10 asses
For some
to get
head?
one bit of head.
Nah, man. Olivia Castro.
It's not fair.
Hey guys, I am new here from the
Civil.
Hey guys, I'm new here from the Philippines. What's up? First, let me say your quality content has kept me sane during this quarantine season.
Who's Philippines?
I lost my spot. This was all right. That shit sound fun. Who's Philippine? What is my? Hold on, I gotta go back. That shit threw me
What
off,
does
nigga.
Philippines look like?
That
Is he
shit threw
black?
me off.
No, he ain't black.
What is he?
No,
Is
Philip-
he Asian?
He's from the Philippines.
No,
He can't be from the Philippines. It's too stereotypical.
Philippines, though. All
He's
right.
white. He's a white man.
Yeah, he might be Irish or some shit.
All right, she said, "You've helped me in more ways than one. Keep it up. Thank you very much for making my days lighter. I have a quick question. Can y'all give me an honest advice? So I was dating this guy for 2 years. He was in the U.S. Air Force, so he was stationed here, blah, blah. But it was cool because if he was not here, we would fly to each other. Then before this quarantine happened, he broke up with me using the words, I do not see myself getting married and having kids just yet, and we are headed the direction, and I'm not liking it. Fast forward to today, he said now he's ready, and he has been texting me constantly. I do not know what is in his mind and to why he's doing this. Should I trust him, or do you think he's playing with my emotions? Thank you very much, and if you ever decide to fly out here, we would want to feel the warm hospitality we Filipinos are known for.
Well, me and Rome just had a conversation about
Yeah.
this. You can't force a man to get married until he's ready. That's just the one thing that women can't control. As much as they want to control it, by saying if I'm not engaged by 3 years, I'm leaving. That's dumb. Because the man has to be ready. If he ain't ready,
But
you can't force it. And now,
it's weird.
It's weird. But if he's ready now, because it could have been something he was thinking like,
could have been.
I need to get this in order. I need to have this or that. And now that maybe those things have aligned, he may be ready.
Yeah.
And if you're willing to explore it, I say go for it. If not, if you got this gut feeling that you don't trust it, then follow your intuition.
And I mean, it's like the worst that can happen is that it just don't work out. I mean, to be honest with you, so
That you don't get married.
Yeah, so it's like
I think based on the I don't know the context exactly, and I don't know the tone, but
Yeah.
what she's saying he said sounds very mature.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
And like he just told you his feelings. That's how he felt.
And now he's come back around. He's like, all right, he feel different. Yeah.
Not that you can't be hurt about that,
Yeah.
but if you feel the same now, if you said like I wanted him, but he shouldn't have done that to me. I mean, don't hopefully it's not like that.
Yeah.
But just take it in stride. If you still like him, have a conversation with him and see where y'all at. If not, if you ain't feeling the vibe, then just leave.
Lily Manning. Hey, DT fam. So I'm about to go through a really big life change in a few months. I'm adopting a baby. The bio mom is someone really close to me. This is one of the scariest things I've done in my life, but I'm so excited and happy because I've been told that it's very unlikely that I'll be able to have children of my own. I say all this to ask you, is there anything you've done that scared the hell out of you, but once you did it, you were glad you did?
Man, I don't know if there's anything I could compare to that.
Yeah, that's a you taking on a life.
The first thing that come to mind is scary skydiving.
Yeah.
But that's still, that's a whole child. That's a whole different thing. But it was scary, but I'm glad I did it.
Yeah, I'm
First
trying to
thing.
think.
You know what? Honestly, even recently, my little brother coming here to stay with us has been kind of like how can I explain it? I felt like he was having some troubles. He got into some stuff while he was in Chicago, and I kind of thought, along with family and stuff, was like this would be maybe just coming out here and just get away from that, seeing some positive would be a good thing. So coming out here, I was like, all right, come on, but there's a certain level of responsibility that comes with us. And my brother's not a little kid, but he's younger than he's still my little brother. So there is some not fears, but like things I had to learn, and I'm still learning and still trying to understand how to like help navigate somebody, and still let that person be themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't control a person. You can't, tell somebody necessarily what to do. I can help guide, but so that's been a little challenge for me. It was a little scary at first, but I'm still getting through it. We're still working it out.
Justin, what's up, DT? I hope y'all mental state is great and you guys are healthy. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
My question for this week, what are tips to promoting content you create? Like, I know when you guys first started, you guys being on WorldStar helped tremendously. So me having my own channel, talk to me nice. I'm having people DM me about digital marketing and help building my channel, but I think it's a scam. What are some tips to avoid this and just grow? Thanks again. Consistency, brother. That's first.
good content, all
Yeah.
that. But if you just talk about really just advertising marketing, so much you can do now. You could, you know, IG and Facebook marketing, especially IG marketing right now is not that expensive where you can promote it and target your audience and all that. You also got other pages that's in your field that you can pay them to post on their channel and their story or 24-hour post. You got that you got a similar field, those fans could go follow you.
When you hear the hot topics, jump on those. Like those help. They'll help stuff kind of grow. If it's whether, not saying you got to force it every time, but if you have something to say about a certain topic, say something about it, put it out. Like those things get views when everybody's talking about it. And like I said, you got to be consistent. I mean, that's got to keep going. You got to keep going.
Yeah.
DB Shotters. Wagwan DT fam.
What's up, bruh?
That eating ass and busting nut party y'all talked about sounds disgusting and vile. Now I'm about to go do it, but I will not be eating no random bitch ass.
Yes, you are.
Yes,
you
are. You
fellas must eat ass.
Come on, dog. You already. What's
wrong with you?
Listen, but he said, but I will find my way into getting my dick sucked in the contest. Best believe, LOL. Nah, you eating ass, brother.
You eating ass.
Anyways,
how about this as a threat? If you go and sneak in there without eating ass, then a big security guard whoops out his dick.
Oh God!
Said this is
Bring
the consequence.
Bring the ass.
So
Bring
you
the
either
ass.
do that.
Bring the ass.
Anyways, I was watching a video and saw this kid at a park slide down a slide and hurt himself at the end. It just reminded me of last year when I took my two little cousins to this new park and let them play around. Now there's this big plastic boulder climbing thing that all kids were on. It must have been 10 to 12 feet high. When I tell you the anxiety I felt watching my cousins climb that thing and seeing how reckless kids can be at the park, I felt like an overprotective parent. It made me think about how when I was a kid and how you would be climbing and jumping off anything at the park and at how many times you misstep, you could fall and possibly really paralyze yourself. My question is, did you guys ever have those heart-stopping moments where you were babysitting your young family members and worried about them hurting themselves while they were playing? And if y'all can remember any stunts you did as a kid that looking back and thought, if I was any less careful, I could have severely injured myself. Peace and stay fan. Oh, yeah.
I got two. One, the scariest one is when you too rough with a younger cousin or something and they start crying.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to get in trouble. Because you still at that age, you getting beaten. So you try to tell them, hit me back, or calm down. That's always the scariest. Two, what me and my cousins and Chaz used to do, we would take an empty big cardboard box, get in it, and push us down the steps leading down to the basement at my grandma's house. And when I look back at that shit was so dangerous because that flipped over. We could have been hurt so bad because this ain't like a short walk. This is steps and it's steep. And we used to push each other down there.
With what?
Like in a box.
We would be in a cardboard box and then we'll push
that.
each other down. Sure. Sometimes, we'll flip over and it's just dangerous.
My cousin's house, yeah. But
and my bad, one more. And at my aunt's house, she had a 2-story house. She had a couch below. I used to jump off the second floor balcony and land on the, where Rome at, on that part of the couch. Dangerous. Stupid stuff.
One time, me and my brother were kind of play fighting and I threw him against a wall and he just kind of slumped over.
He died for a second.
I thought he died. I thought I killed him. And I legit thought I killed him. And another time, I saved my little cousin. We had a little family get together at the crib, and everybody's just talking. It's just one of those things. You see all the adults talking. I'm probably 13 at the time. My cousin's probably 5, and you got kids running around, whatever. And grown just talking, whatever. And I just look at. For some reason, I'm just looking at my cousin. He's standing there and he's playing with something. Or some food, and he puts some food in his mouth, and I see him swallow it, and he kind of just starts making that choking motion where he can't talk or nothing. And I'm and I look around, nobody's paying attention. Everybody's doing all the adults are talking, just playing around, and I look back at him, I'm this little kid's about to die right now. So I'm just freaking out. I'm oh shit, I just punch him in his stomach. I punched a 5-year-old in his stomach, but as soon as I punched him, whoo!
Oh yeah,
that shit spit out of his mouth. And I'm looking around. Is anybody seeing this? Nobody's paying attention.
Punched the nigga.
Nobody's paying attention. and he just ran. He was about to cry, and then he just kind of ran off.
Yeah, kids recover quick.
I think that's
Same
what.
thing happened with Rome. I say Rome's like the
I think that's your superpower. You just save people from choking. You're the choker.
You're the choker.
You're the choker.
I legit thought Rome was gonna die too.
Yeah.
I just saw him.
I was like,
You made an ungodly sound.
because the cucumber was in my shit.
Cucumber.
A fucking cucumber.
Died
dog.
from a cucumber. That would have been
That'd have
tragic.
been bad.
Did he die from COVID? No, a cucumber.
It's funny, like anytime, even when you choke on water, anytime you feel like this is it. When you choke on like a little bit of water, you be like,
I asked you yesterday about that. You made a sound.
yeah, no, but it's just the water went down the wrong way.
He made some sound. I'm like, you all right?
And I said it so calm. I was like, yeah.
I sounded like you was choking. He's like, the water went down.
Shannon get the cannon, dog.
And they get the cannon. That's
Hey,
a fire ass rap name.
Hey DT, how's it going?
You gotta be able to spit bars.
Oh,
with
yeah,
that name.
You gotta spit bars with that name. Bring that.
Hey DT, how's it going? I recently started a workout challenge to knock off this baby weight, so pray for me.
Get it.
Now comes my challenge to try to stay away from the guilty pleasures of cheesecake for a while. What is y'all main guilty pleasures when it comes to food, and how do you keep focus on your workout goals? Always, I got to get me one of them light up. Oh, also, I got to get me one of them light up butt plugs. LOL. Stay blessed.
Get them.
And go to that party.
They go to that party. They probably
And
getting away
send
for
us
free.
a picture of
the
your before and after of your body changing.
yeah. That's yeah.
No, send us the plug.
Guilty pleasure. I mean, we've talked about it. It's just like, I like sweets. I like Oreos, like shit. But I also like salty stuff. I like chips and shit.
Fries.
All that shit.
I think my number one is just cookies and cream milkshake.
Okay, that's
solid.
Phenomenal
too.
It's phenomenal.
Number one, just
That's phenomenal.
stay away
Apple
from me,
pie.
devil. Apple pie.
J Butter Baby. Hey y'all. So I started a new job last month, and I've been feeling this coworker. He recently asked if I wanted to, in quotations, hang out. I obviously said yes. Here's the problem. I seen him with his mask down, but not completely off until yesterday. Now that he's revealed his long-ass banana chin to me, I'm second-guessing myself. Have y'all ever been catfished by a mask yet? And Shadonna Marie on here talking about Mo, I'm dead as fuck. I've did it before. Fuck no.
My only thing about that, if it don't work out, now y'all work together.
Yeah, that's true.
You gotta be careful with that.
Damn, mask off. He don't look
It's
good.
tricky, man. I seen some women around here.
Oh, yeah.
With the mask
With the
on.
mask on.
You see these eyes.
The
eyes.
eyes,
Woo,
you
she
like-
got to be fire under there, boy.
You don't know what that mouth looking like. You don't know what the rest of that. You don't know what the rest. You don't know what the rest of that bottom face looking like.
Yeah, that bottom shoe.
Me and Mike was at the grocery store, and it's a girl that worked there. I'm like, she cute, and I like, now we just gotta look at her eyes. I like, she may not have a jaw under there. She
might
not even have a jaw.
That's hilarious. But have we been? I haven't been catfished yet because I'm not out dating. But I'm sure if we took down the mask and the ones we looked at, all of them probably don't look the way we think they
I
do.
don't know. How do you accept the date before seeing the whole nigga's face? Right?
Yeah, I mean,
How do they date in the Middle East?
Would you pull a girl's number right now?
How do they date in the Middle East?
Huh?
How do they date in the Middle East?
that's I mean,
they kidnap
they
women.
talk.
That's what
I'm not trying to
and
laugh
hold
at
them
that, but
hostage, motherfucker. That's what they do.
but still, how do you choose which one?
Yeah, man.
That's wild.
I don't know, but bro.
DD. Not a question, but thank you guys so much for sharing the 5 a.m. club. I'm only a few chapters in, but I can really relate to the artist and the entrepreneur's outlook. And I'm really liking the advice of the spellbinder and homeless man so far. I'm taking notes as I go and hope to implement these mantras / lessons into practice.
Everyone dies at the end.
It's a great book, so good luck with that. Hey Zeus, what it do, fellas? I recently returned to work only to have people giving me side eye since everyone knew I had the Rona. Also found out a rumor was spread about me passing away from it, which made me laugh. They tried to off you, Zeus.
You ain't got no friends at work that can say, nah, I just talked to him yesterday.
You walk into work, you're like, yeah, he died. No, nigga, I'm here.
What you mean I died? Y'all cleared off my desk that fast?
Cross to the other side and I ain't have to die. He said, which made me laugh or made me realize this wasn't a regular cold or flu, but is a deadly virus. Question this week is based around going soft. I remember I was smashing this girl that I've been wanting to get at for a fat minute,
Right.
and everything was cool and all until it was time for that second half. But my dude was still in the locker room. I had to leave that night low key sad because I couldn't go
in the locker room.
I had to leave that night low key sad because I couldn't go into overtime. But hey, I still hit though. Y'all ever had times like this or something embarrassing happen during it? P.S. The girl I smashed was married, but she was having issues with her dude. So does that make me a homewrecker even if the home was already a mess to begin with? Absolutely, Zeus.
Yeah, I believe in
absolutely.
karma too much.
Yeah, absolutely. I ain't gonna give you that one.
But we told all these stories. I feel like
We told like I definitely done been.
Because we always say you're one in Limburg.
Yeah.
That's the funny
Jamaican
one.
girl? Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
so it's like shit.
Yeah. I went limp on this bad Jamaican shawty that lived above us, and I was so like. I thought I was ready, but it was the first time that she came on. Like a woman came on to me that strong.
Yeah.
Like she was being dominant,
aggressive.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh shit, okay. She kind of pushing me against the wall and shit. I'm like, okay. And so when I'm trying to get into it now, I'm just not feeling.
Yeah.
I never like I can't perform like I want
And the
to,
first
and
time-
I wanted to.
The first time you don't get hard, you like, what the fuck is
Oh,
going on?
I came back to the crib crying.
Yeah. I called my dad.
I talked to Chaz.
Yeah.
I remember talking, hey Chaz, man, because he was older than us. So I was like, hey man, have this
We're
ever happened to you,
crying.
dog? I feel like
Yeah,
I'm losing my
I
mind.
called DJ Slice the next day. I said, hey man, this ever happened to you? Oh brother, yeah.
You know what I picture? You remember in Major Pain when Tiger run by the room crying?
Yeah.
And then he go in there tell him that story. That's why I bet you come back and who's this? Like, what the hell wrong, man?
I was embarrassed, dog.
Yeah, that shit's embarrassing.
And then,
You gotta go. You
The
gotta,
revenge
The
story.
revenge.
Manny
Y'all-
Mayhem.
the-
Coming. I can't fail just one. I gotta try again.
You got to. Especially when in those situations, you got to go back.
Oh, yeah,
When it
I
happened to me,
gotta try.
I didn't get to go back for like 6 months later. But when I went back, I went back. You got to go
6
back
months
ready.
later.
And what's funny, sometimes you
boards.
won't get that second
Yeah,
chance, but
sometimes
you
you
got
Sometimes you
back.
don't, but you got to try.
Yeah,
But if you fuck up again that second,
yeah,
that's it.
that's it.
Oh yeah,
That's
I'm
it.
not gonna be
Yeah.
fucking creepy enough.
LexLock757. Hey guys, a few pods back, Emmanuel asked the fans to share what talents we have. Well, I'm a graphic designer, and you can check out my work at www.thelexg.com.
Hey.
TheLexgee.com.
I'll check that out today.
Shout out to Full Sail University where I earned my master's degree. My question is, when working with a graphic designer, what things can one do to make you a repeat client? I would definitely apply your advice to my business. I will say this. Recently in our new venture, our homegirl that did our logo, what is good about her is she not only listened to like kind of the suggestions we said, but she came back with extra feedback that we implement. Was like, oh, okay, I do like that. Like when you have a creative eye and give suggestions to the client. I mean, not everybody is as open as us, but that for me, I was like, I
She's
like
very
that.
communicative
Yeah.
for why she did what she did with everything she did.
Yeah,
basically.
that was basically what it is. Just letting
Good
you know.
communicator,
Yeah.
willing to take, really feel. You got to make the person feel like you're really
Like you
listening
care,
to
like-
what they want. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, I see this, and then being able to articulate why, you're choosing some of these ideas or giving these options because it means blah blah blah.
Her turnover rate was fast.
Oh, it was
too.
fast. It was,
Yeah,
yeah,
fast and efficient.
it was fast. It's Shadana Marie to you. First of all, what's good, Mo?
Marie.
Hope all is well. We all like made it to another week. Secondly,
yeah.
Mo, I'm late as fuck commenting. I'm all at the bottom and shit. This sound like a nigga. That's hilarious.
Right there.
And it's funny because all the women we know from that area, everybody sound like
I
that.
love it.
It's great though. It's funny.
Everybody from that.
She said, I'm all at the bottom and shit. I seen the notification but got distracted. Never again. Shaking my head. Anyways, my questions this week are as follows. Who's the most caring? Who's the goofiest? Who's the loudest? The loudest. Who's the meanest? Who's the worrywart? Oh, yeah, and last week I knew you guys wouldn't answer my question specifically, but I already knew got the draw. I already knew you got the draws from some of them legs. DC lingos for girls, comma bitches. Yeah, be easy. Much love, peace and hair grease. Shadana, you funny. You funny.
Shout out to Shadana.
Who's
DMV
the
girls got the personality of DMX. It's a little rough.
Nah, that's not true.
They
They
so
ain't
rough.
A lot of them be rough. A lot of them be rough.
They rough.
A lot of them be rough.
Rough.
You thinking
No,
girls
not
like,
personality.
You thinking like New York girl.
Yeah,
Girls
they
from the Bronx
definitely be
and shit.
rough.
Like that's rough.
They definitely be rough.
DMV girls be sweet, but they got that little hood swag to them a bit. They got that little, and they're smart. That the
they definitely
Howard
smart.
crowd of girls. Like there's a lot of smart black women in DMV.
Who's the most caring?
Fight for your city.
Who's the most caring? I would say Chad. I give it to Chad.
Okay.
I give that Chad. Who's the goofiest?
You name them all.
Okay, who's the goofiest? It's gonna be between me and Cam because I give Cam goofiest. I give him that. Who's the loudest? I say me. I get loud. Who's the meanest? I'm gonna give it to Mike. But I can't give it to Mike because the next one is who's the worry wart. I get at the Mike, and I'm gonna give you the meanest. But you're not mean though. You're not mean.
He's from DMV. He got a personality DMX. They rough. They blunt.
This episode is about.
I thought they said the scariest because that was gonna be
No,
the
it
easiest
was
one.
it was the worry wart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah, that's the
Mike,
easiest
for
one.
sure.
Yeah.
That's why I gave him the worry wart because I was like scary.
That nigga, boy.
I would actually flip it. I would say.
You more of a word because like hypochondria type of thing, like that.
Nah, not about that. I'm just talking about in our dynamic. I feel like Chaz is a worry wart in the sense that he's the
Most
kind of always the cautious one.
I can see that. I can see
You
that.
sure we should do that? You sure? You know what I mean? That
I can
type of
see
thing. I feel like that's the only one I think I would change.
This episode is about what up, fella? So I got a question about the strangeness of life. Since 2017, I picked up and developed more random skills than I've done for most of my life. Photography, drawing, graphic design, podcast, and audio and video editing, woodworking, furniture restoration, and thanks to COVID, most recently painting. So my question is, has there been any skill you picked up in the last few years that you never expected liking, let alone actually being good at it? Also, shameless IG plug at this episode is about. Appreciated them Outkast answers from last week. And if Emmanuel's back this week, what's your favorite Outkast song? Stay safe. Stay safe. All right, y'all.
Just one. That is out
First
there.
off, this nigga done furniture restoration.
That's tight.
That's amazing. That's why that's funny.
I
like,
bought a stool one time just because I wanted to it was like a wooden stool and it was kind of fucked up, but I just wanted to sand it down and like paint it just because I think that's cool. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's cool to like
I
make something out of.
I don't know if it's a random skill, but for sure, for me and Cam watching these interior videos of these homes, I'm learning a lot of stuff about houses and homes and names of things.
Like
and
I need a poo niche.
I need
in
a
my
poo niche.
shower.
I
'Cause
need-
where my poo gonna go?
I need Fleetwood doors. It's just a lot of stuff I'm learning in
What's
there.
Fleetwood doors?
The open.
Yeah,
they kind of
the sliding-
slide collapse. Yeah.
Yeah.
They collapse. But
I think those are accordion
What
doors
was his
when that's
main
collapsed.
the main question: has there been any skill you picked up in the last few years that you never expected liking, let alone actually being good at it? Like
I'm almost there at finishing my computer build, which I was happy about. Like I bought a bunch of stuff a couple months ago, and I'm putting the computer together. So that was cool to learn that. Yo, everybody should learn how to build a computer, yeah.
I
Especially
did.
nowadays.
You do. You go on Apple, you pick everything you want. I'm building it out. They send that bitch. You're good to go.
that's nigga funny.
Fucking millennial.
James Johns, not gonna have a long ass question, but my question is who would
UFC fighter.
that's that pizza, that James John pizza.
Oh yeah.
Not gonna have a long ass question. Okay, my question is who has a better production catalog, Jermaine Dupri or Babyface?
Man, fuck.
Jesus,
Both.
Yeah, I mean, I
Both.
can't.
That's a
Babyface
hard
catalog's
comparison.
crazy. You saw his verses.
yeah,
That shit
and then
crazy. But Jermaine Dupri, his shit crazy too.
Yeah,
And they
the
two
greatest
different.
thing-
They
They are
two
two
different
different.
like genres too.
Is this a fallacy? Jermaine Dupri's greatest probably project has been The Emancipation of Mimi.
Well, Confessions. You
Okay.
can also
Oh
throw in
yeah,
there,
shit.
yeah.
which is fire. They both went diamond. Both of them.
Confessions and Emancipation.
Oh, he got heat. He got heat.
And but then he got Criss Cross.
Yeah.
He got Escape. He
Yeah,
got
Bow Wow.
the
Understand,
Brat.
like even if he only had one of those,
Oh yeah,
you should be considered like
agreed. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like even if he had one that went diamond and everything else was like, it never made diamond, maybe it went gold.
Not only that, he dated Janet
he
Jackson.
dated Janet Jackson.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
coochie points for
Pop a titty up. Bruce Rain, gonna have a long ass question. Meanwhile, shouts out to Rome's browtician. Hilarious.
They always say you get your eyes done.
Yeah.
He do.
He does. You seen it?
Mm-hmm.
Where was that?
The girl came over and she had the whole threading. You know, there's new threading technique.
Oh, okay. When was it?
Last summer. That's the only time I seen it.
Oh, all right, cool. Question.
No,
Dating.
don't let him put a stain on your name if it's not. Don't let him do that.
Well, when you don't engage with nonsense, it doesn't.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no.
You just did.
I kind of did.
You literally were asking questions.
I was asking questions. Fucking jackass. Question: dating during the pandemic, is it stick to what you know, or is it wear a mask throughout? Talking about new booty for clarity. This is kind of trash question since people are having eat ass and blast parties, according to your recent podcast. Sound like a frustrated chick made that party flyer up. Also, how are any dudes out there winning in that situation? They have a top off for $1,000, but what if you not even selected to be in the model for the contest? So you just out in the crowd, multiple anus lip. He said multiple anus lip, frustrated and used. That's too damn much. Which leads me to my other question with dating. Are people using multiple forms of protection in the pandemic? Are we really going out here getting tested for Rona before the date? Or are people just winging it? Just makes condom sex sound obsolete. Like, you know what the point of them is in these situations? No, he said, like, you know, what's the point of them in these situations? Just kind of seems like it's the least of our problems. All right, I just hate using condoms, LOL. Still use them, though, with the eye emoji. Is new booty off the menu? Thoughts? Then he got another parentheses, Cam. Word is anyone who hasn't received their checks has 3 weeks to contact the IRS about them before they clear it out for the next
but they
round.
don't never answer. So what they talking about?
It's directly tied to your taxes. Was trying to find the article for a source, but I can't locate it. Double check before they debo you.
I think I have the article.
Bruce, when it come to dating, brother, it just be safe. Like, because you can't. If you want to go out on a date, just go because you're not really going out. Just go to a house, like, and honestly,
I don't even know how people date now, or like during the stuff. I mean, I'm obviously in a relationship.
Not date. Like, there's no dating right now. Like, if you already know somebody, you have some type of trust with them, and you know they've been quarantined. All right, cool.
How do you meet new people? I guess if
new people, I don't know,
or some shit like.
But my homegirl, who's a nurse, said they discovered that you can almost you can pass like COVID through sex now.
I don't know how much I believe it.
It could be like an STD type thing transferred through. I'm like, this is getting crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
They say it is a protein, so mixed in with your sperm, protein, right?
Yeah.
So you could be getting.
Bruce, hey man, just mask up and ass up. That's like, man, that's
Brovid.
Yeah, there you go. Brovid.
19 million.
I think we got 4 more. Jay Tarantino, what's up, DT? Longtime fan since 2011 and finally got your Patreon. Just wanted to say, as an Arizona native that also lived in GA in Florida, this heat is the devil compared to the humidity of Florida. And Georgia. It's even worse because I have no AC in my car and my home. Oh, and my home AC goes out sometimes.
No,
Jay, what are you doing?
That's a national emergency.
Get yourself a little AC unit, man. Like
I'm concerned.
I see ads on YouTube for little ACs that say cool off the whole room.
Jay, we can't let you go out like that, dog.
Just plug it in the wall.
That's rough.
Please, man. Call us with your AC up there. If you need some money,
for real, man, we can't have you out here with.
We're gonna give you back your $5. Well, we ain't gonna do that.
Get your AC in your car fixed ASAP.
The whole time I was in Arizona, I said if an AC break, that's a national emergency.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Tell us how much it is.
Yeah, let us know.
I'm worried.
Now for my real question, inspired by whoever kept asking y'all about food. What's the most struggle meal you guys ever made? For me, it's between ramen with Taco Bell hot sauce and turkey and Cinnamon Toast Crunch with Kool-Aid instead of milk. Oh my God. Jay, what are you doing?
Kool-Aid? Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Yeah,
with Kool-Aid?
With Kool-Aid?
That wasn't a struggle meal. That was a diabetic meal.
Like, you didn't have that. Yeah, you ain't
Jay,
need to do that.
Come on now. Come on.
You could have just ate some like trail mixed ass Cinnamon Toast Crunch and drank the thing later.
It's something, brother.
God,
you was trying to struggle on purpose, just so you can say this was my struggle meal.
I mean, you
didn't have to do that.
The most struggle meal I ate is just going to get some bread and then go to bed. Bread in bed. That was about it.
Well, show me. I grinded up some some ice.
Oh, man.
And made ice cereal.
A little, okay. Ice cereal? It was just ice.
Just scooping up.
Because it feels like food.
It just feels
it feels like food, yeah.
I think the worst one was literally just like I mean, what's
We had that pound of pancakes there for like a month.
And that's
one
not-
time. We
that
had
was
that pound, like a big fertilizer looking
all I ate
bag,
for a month.
and that's all we ate.
I
Just
was-
pancakes.
Fucking
Pancakes.
I was
pancakes.
tired of pancakes
Oh
at
my
that.
god!
But I'm back though.
Like bread could just be.
Yeah, bread. Go grab some bread, nigga.
I don't know, but what type of bread? You know, sometimes like that bread in Bahamas that we was just kept going to the kitchen and putting butter on. That ain't no struggle meal. That ain't a struggle meal. That was a treat.
We talking about
the
borderline bread that just when you take it out the thing, if you blow on it, it's gonna disintegrate. Yeah.
That flimsy ass bread, like a loose leaf piece of paper.
Hell yeah.
The butter, the bread be like loose leaf.
You try to put some butter on it,
That shit just fall apart. You know how mad you get every time. You be like, "Fuck, man, I can't spread nothing on this
So
shit."
you ain't spreading butter on the bread. You spreading bread on the butter.
Yeah, spreading bread on the butter.
It's so damn flimsy.
Oh man, Brax 215. What's
Open
good?
up the tin like, who put all this bread in here? Yeah, you think a fucking
That's rude though.
You
You
think
see
a
a bunch of breadcrumbs in the butter, you like.
you think a fucking pigeon in here making sandwiches or just crumbs?
Oh my god.
Brax 215. What's good, fellas? No long question this week, but I got a versus for you
One
today.
second, my bad,
Put
wrong.
bread in the butter.
What's up?
Y'all see how Manuel lying? Gut laugh. Told y'all.
This thing funny.
Who put bread in? I ain't laughing at you, nigga.
That's funny.
I'm laughing at myself.
Brax 215. What's good, fellas? No long question this week, but I got a versus for you today.
Oh, they got their bread in the butter.
All that bread in the butter.
Put all the yeast in. Who all this yeast doing in this goddamn butter?
God, all that bread in the butter. Put all that goddamn bread in the butter.
And you know that cheap butter be all hard
It be
and shit.
hard,
You
Oh my
nigga.
You gotta
god.
scrape that shit out with a fucking ice cream scoop.
Shout out to all niggas that know about that butter being harder than the bread.
Oh yeah, that butter, that hard
Oh
bread.
my god, using ice cream scoop to get that butter out.
You
Oh,
think
dog.
toasting the bread gonna make it harder? That shit just
That's-
disintegrates.
It just now your toaster full of crumbs.
Yeah,
You pull out the pan, it ain't there no more.
Oh man,
Shit
All right.
evaporated.
All right,
dust.
my dog Brack said I got a versus for you today. Death matches between The Rock and Jason Statham. Sylvester Stallone versus Arnold Schwarzenegger. Winner of each match goes to like a championship round. Who y'all got coming out as the winner? Be safe and blessed.
The Rock versus Sylvester Stallone?
No,
I'll take Rock and Rocky. I'll take both the Rocks.
Yeah, they're gonna be in the championship, and then The Rock gonna take that one.
Yeah, cause Rocky.
Yeah, The Rock. The Rock. This is a different nigga. He's just a different nigga.
Yeah, The Rock. The Rock. You know who I saw this. I said this last night, but The Rock reminds me of you know who I could see being his brother?
Who?
LL Cool J. I could see The
Okay.
Rock and LL Cool J.
I can see him
brothers.
being some family possibly.
Think about it. Think
maybe
about-
distant cousins.
Just think about them both smiling right now. think about them
but
both
still.
smiling right now. They both got that shit.
What's that line we heard LL say on the drive back? We was laughing at.
oh,
He said some lyric. We like,
yeah, that shit.
come on, James.
Yeah.
Yo, baby.
It was
We like,
something
come
funny.
on, James.
Come on,
That
James.
line was trash.
Come on, cool James.
Come on, cool
You already
James.
know, baby.
Nakia High. Hey, DT. Hope all is well. To piggyback off last week, my security job is paying me to watch cameras. They aren't paying me enough to be adventurous and trust me as soon as I get done with school and jump in my. To trust me, as soon as I get done with school and jump my professor on Zoom, I promise I'm leaving the security guard thing. But on to my question. If you had the world's attention for 5 minutes, what would you say? Oh, shit.
Give us reparations.
Yeah, there you go. That's solid.
That's a pretty good one.
Give us reparations.
We're all dumb.
I would say.
You're stupid.
What I really would say,
I'll be
though,
like, I'll negate the rest of my 4 minutes and 55 seconds.
You're dumb.
Somebody else.
what I would say, I'll get your dead body ass.
Get your dead body.
Get all y'all dead body ass in the back.
Dead body ass on the goddamn.
VV. Hi, DT fam. How y'all doing? I'm always late to these, so I don't
Put the
have.
bread in the butter.
I'm always late to these, so I don't have any pressing questions. Just. Did you cut your sentence off, VV? 'Cause it just ends at
Appreciate
just.
you, VV.
Appreciate
Much
you.
love.
I see you. We'll see you next week.
Put the rest of it next week.
Yeah. Last question. Undrafted Productions. What's up, y'all boys? I'm a photographer and soon to be creative entrepreneur. It's so crazy listening to y'all all the time since I'm currently at an internship for an industry that I don't want to be in for the rest of my life. But I'm looking at it like a stepping stool for where I will be in the future. That's a good way to look at it.
Right.
I'm always thinking of researching on the clock and how to continue to get better at my craft, and I've learned so much on what I really need to do to elevate. But I feel like I'm so late on knowledge, which have caused me to miss a lot of opportunities. I'm not tripping and hungry to keep growing, but those thoughts come and go whenever I learn something new. I'm catching up on boss talk, so y'all might have already gave me game on it, but any advice? Appreciate y'all, boys. Keep doing what you're doing. If you haven't touched anybody else, you touching me. Stay blessed. Appreciate you, dog. I mean, you doing the right thing. Like those things gonna come and go. Like those thoughts will come and go, especially as you get older or you figuring out things. You're like, damn, why ain't I know about this? Or like, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's a part of just growth in life.
Doubt is a part of life.
Yeah, and
Go through it.
yeah, as far as any advice, I mean, you're doing what you had to be doing. You said you're researching, you learning knowledge. You're doing what you need to be doing. Like, so keep doing that. Keep finding out what you want to do, what you really need to be out there doing, who you need to talk to. And like you said, while you're on the clock at the internship that you know you don't want to be at, use that as time. When you do have free time, use that as time to get your research on and figure out what exactly you need. Yeah. And of course, listen to Boss Talk. We do give some more advice on there. But yeah, that's it. That's the last question. Thank you guys once again. We love you guys for submitting your questions. We don't have a room though. Room Noise is out, so if you haven't seen it,
check out the final episode.
The final
of
episode of
Noise,
season 2.
We dropped on Sunday.
Baloney Bologna.
Bologna, love the song. I think it came out.
Yeah, it came out good. And so we'll see you guys next week.
Yay, yay.
Peace.